Hello. It's Dirty Trucking. It's about 1 something in the morning. Just walked in. Going down the hall. I'm seeing notes slipped under people's doors. So I get in the apartment and I see this note. Now, y'all knew I was on here about maybe 2 months back or so. I can't even find a video saying they were doing their annual inspection. Now, they do annual inspections, biannual inspections. They usually do 2 a year. Tell me why I'm sitting here with a notice talking about they finna do another inspection and they just did an inspection. What was strange about it is that they sent these same notices right here. They sent these same notices, said they were doing a biannual inspection. I stayed home, I waited, nobody showed up. And then, about a week later, they sent these notices again on the doors. Talking about they was having a biannual inspection for the tower I'm in. A week later. Now, we got another biannual inspection that's supposed to take place, according to this, from Friday 12/9/24 to Monday 12/9/24. Let me flip it. You see that? Will take place Friday 12/9/24 to Monday 12/9/24 from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. They just did inspection a couple of months ago. They coming in these apartments too much now. The last inspection, they didn't show up. When they put the notice out again, the next week, they didn't show up. Now you got another biannual inspection. They only do 2 a year. Biannual means 2 a year. You space them out every 6 months. You just did a motherfucking inspection. Matter of fact, you did 2 inspections 2 weeks in a row. I sat here and waited. They keep putting these notices out and you coming in people's apartments now. What the fuck we having another biannual inspection for? It ain't been fucking 6 months. Now, I had all that dirt and footprints all in my fucking rug the last time. They put these notices out. Nobody showed up. I waited. Nobody showed up. Then I left. And then that's when I started noticing these tracks in the rug. It's almost as if they put these notices out to tell you they about to do an inspection. And then it's like leaving an open door for them to run in and out of here for the time frame of the inspection. The inspection says Friday through Monday. And if they think they're going to be running in and out of my apartment from Friday through Monday, but this says from the 12/9, between Friday 12/9/24 to Monday 12/9/24, saying it is required. You can't reschedule any to take place. We don't reschedule any. They put the notice on the door about the inspection, and we look for the inspection. See, I don't like an apartment building using these notices to slip in and out of your apartment or your so-called quote-unquote inspections to come in and out of these goddamn apartments. It's a reason you're doing an inspection right now. I don't know what the fuck they call themselves for run in here for. But we about to find out. I just was on here telling you that they had an inspection scheduled. They didn't show up. And then turned around the next week and said they had it's a biannual inspection. Biannual means twice a year. This is the third one. In about 2 months' time? 3 months' time, maybe? It hasn't been 6 months since that last inspection. Not that I think. It ain't been 6 months. We just had an inspection. What was it, back in the summer or later after the summer. It was recent. It was fairly recent. And here's the thing. I can't find my video on here about when we had the inspection. So, you know what that means? That means if I call down there and say, you just had an inspection. No, we didn't. It was 6 months ago. You mistaken. No, we not. I'm not mistaken. You just had an inspection recently and you didn't show up. And I sat here waiting on you. Twice. Now, I don't see the video on here with me talking about they had an inspection and didn't show up. Now we got notices, but I'm already hip to their game and what the fuck they doing. There's something going on here that they ain't got no fucking business doing. You just had an inspection just a few months ago. It hasn't been 6 months. Why are you running in and out of these people's apartments? It ain't been 6 months. 6 months ago from now, let's see, this is December. Let me see. July, August, September, October, November, December. Would be like July. July. We just had an inspection, if I'm not mistaken, just a couple of months ago. We ain't talking July. I'm talking a few months ago. 6 months hasn't passed since the last inspection. Matter of fact, I'm trying to remember if I wrote it down somewhere or where I put it. Because I remember sending my son a message about it. About they were finna have inspections. Oh, I tell you, I remember it had to be September. The end of August or September. It ain't been 6 months. I remember now. Had to be the end of August or September. I'm sure of it. The end of August or September. The inspection had to be sometime, I want to say around the first weeks of September. It ain't been 6 months. And they back in here with these notices. It's Christmas time. People got their trees up. They buying gifts. And all of a sudden it's inspection time. We shouldn't be having an inspection until 2025, the next one. The last one I want to say was around in September. September, October, November, December, January, February. Our next inspection shouldn't be till March. It's holiday time. These people are buying gifts. And they are using these inspections to come in their apartments. Inspections are biannual. Normally 6 months apart. Here. Like I said, back in September, they had an inspection scheduled for the beginning of the week. I sat here. They never showed up. I stayed here and waited. I ended up switching shifts to make sure that I was here when they came in the apartment. Sat here and they didn't. I started seeing my rug getting tracked up. All of a sudden, we get another notice the next week for an inspection. I sat here, switched my shift. They still didn't show up. Now we got another inspection that is not really due until, March? They're supposed to be 6 months apart. It's holiday time. And they're using these inspections to come in people's apartments. They better be careful. The people living in this building better be careful. You don't keep having inspections like this. They biannual. We just had one in September, and they didn't show up. And the people in the car, the riders in the car, they on the conversation talking about, well, you got different shifts you come out. Now you in there talking about different shifts. Different shifts. I got to change shifts to sit here and wait for them to come in for the inspection. Sit here all day. before I can go out. But they don't never show up when I'm here. But when I come home, I see footprints and tracks all in and out the apartment. It's not time for an inspection at this apartment building. Something is fucking up. I'm telling you, it's Christmas time. These people are putting up their Christmas stuff, and they got gifts, and they coming in here, and they finna come through these apartments and seeing what people got. It's not time for an inspection. They just had one in September. 2 back to back. They don't do 2 back to back. I'm telling you, it's Christmas time. That's why they coming in these apartments. They seeing what people got.